Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be back again. This is my second time, so I'm guessing the first time the way I did my editing was not too bad, you know, for a beginner. So yeah, this is great. The last time I spoke about my journey, my weight loss journey, and I did share a picture or so, and a lot of people have been asking like how I did it, you know, what I went through and everything. So I'm gonna talk about how it kind of worked for me. I'm not a health expert, I'm not a fitness freak. I'm just gonna talk about what I experienced and kind of like what I went through. So I'm just gonna go straight into it, okay, because I don't want to. So in the beginning, I weighed 128 kgs and I am 5'3". Bear in mind, I never really ever weighed myself because I was kind of blissfully happy, and not knowing was good, because sometimes when you know and then about something you start to worry about it, and I wasn't gonna like, I wasn't even about was it. I tried on my size 18 jeans and they did not fit. They would not go up their knees. And then I tried a pair of size 20 jeans and the button could not pull up on my belly. And then the size 22 jeans just fat. They just fit. They just fitted. Am I really this big? Because I knew I was a big girl, but I didn't realize how big I was getting, you know. And I thought, you know, health-wise, there's something I have to do about it. Because I was walking and I would run out of breath, climbing stairs. I would just run out of breath, like, you know, little things that normal people do that I was finding a little bit difficult. Like if I was sitting down, I would literally rest my hands on my belly. When I was having a shower, I couldn't like see it, you know, I could just feel it, if it's all right, you know, if it's, I didn't know if it was smiling or angry. I just had to feel it through. It was something that I felt like, you know what, I have to do something. And state of mind is very important. I now understand when people say like your mind is your most powerful tool. Like I said, I had tried every single diet on the face of this planet, and I always said I wish there was a diet which allowed you to eat and lose weight, right? Which is impossible. And I loved my carbs, I loved my bread, I loved my, you know, I loved my salsa, I loved my pasta, I loved my pizza, I loved my potatoes, like everything carbs, I loved it. So it was really tricky to cut down. I loved my sugar, like I loved my coffee with really milky coffee with my sugar and my tea. The things, just the finer things in life with food, like things just made me happy. I loved chocolate cake. I still do. I didn't have that much of a sweet tooth when it came to like sweets and you know, stuff like that, but chocolate cake, like, you know, yeah, you can bribe me with chocolate cake. So that's what I did. I was just happy-go-lucky. I would wake up in the morning. If I wanted oxtail today, I would go out of my way to look for oxtail and cook it. If there was any leftovers, first thing in the morning, because it tastes nicer the next day, first thing in the morning, that's when I have it. And you know, so somebody like that, for me, the way I was to the way that I am now, it amazes me up until this day, because it's kind of like a lifestyle change, right? I feel like I have changed the way I eat, the way I operate. Like I don't deprive myself of anything, but I have to think about what I'm putting in my body and what the effects are. starting now from the beginning, what I did was, I heard about intermittent fasting. I'm a person that's never fasted in her life. So I heard about intermittent fasting. You eat certain hours of the day, and then the other hours you kind of fast, right? Meaning, say you have your breakfast at 10 and you choose to eat for 8 hours, which means your last meal is at 6. But between 10 and 6 o'clock, you eat whatever. Like, anything goes. You eat whatever, but you don't eat anything after 6. Or you just drink water or tea with no milk, with no sugar, or coffee with no milk, with no sugar. Which I thought, there's no way I could do that. That is not happening. Like, I cannot not drink coffee with no milk, with no sugar. Fast forward. Let's fast forward, because I don't want to waste too much time. Anyway, so usually I had breakfast around between 11 and 12 anyway. Like, I would wake up late. So I thought, okay, let me start off with like 8 hours. Start eating at 12 and, you know, eat through the day, and then have my last meal at 8. And then, you know, obviously the other 8 hours I'm kind of sleeping, and wake up in the morning, do what I need to do, and then start again from 12. The first couple of days, because my brain was telling me I'm on a diet, I felt hungrier. But I think it was in my mind. I don't think I was as hungry as I thought I was. So I did like binge it a lot. I actually ate more than what I would normally do if I wasn't like anything. So I binge ate a lot. Like between 12 and 8 I was overeating, and after 8, because I overate, after 8, if I sleep late around midnight, I feel like snacking, because that was my daily routine. And I thought, okay, Tamale, you need to change things. So I got this app that reminded me to drink water, 2 liters of water a day. So I can't remember the name of the app. I'm sorry, I should have come a bit more prepared. I had this app that reminded me to drink water, because apparently when you drink water, you feel fuller and then you eat less. So I tried that, because for 1 week I was doing the whole 8 hours. It wasn't really working out for me, because my mind was telling me I was on a diet. And, you know, I was struggling. I'm not gonna lie. Second week, I decided to weigh myself, right? So I thought, Tamale, you have to do this. So I went on the scale. I weighed 128 kgs, and I'm 5'3". That got to me really badly. I was like, how did I let myself get to this point? And after that, I thought, you know what, let me take this seriously. So I had this app. It reminded me to drink water. It makes this funny sound of like water pouring in a glass, like, and then you drink your water, and then you drink it, and then you use the toilet more. But then after like 2 days, I got used to drinking the water. And then I say to myself, when I'm fasting, I'm gonna completely cut out carbs. I gave myself a 3-month target, like completely no carbs whatsoever for 3 months. Right? Yes. So I cooked a lot of vegetables. Like I did my Maggi cube with the Scotch bonnet thing, you know, to make it tasty. And I did a bit of like maybe pork one day, chicken one day, fish one day. And after a week, I kind of got used to it. But I told myself I was not going to weigh myself until I started going to the gym. And me and the gym were like this. But I still felt I had to do something. Like I had to really push myself. You know, like I needed to know my limits. So it was 2 weeks of intermittent fasting. Second week, I managed to drink more water and cut out carbs. Third week, took myself to the gym. Went in there first day. I see people running on the treadmill and doing all this and all that. And I'm feeling like, oh my God, what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. So I kind of didn't do anything the first day because just climbing on the stairs themselves just to get up to the gym, I was completely out of breath and I was dizzy, and I said, I can't do this, and I took my ass back home. I remember that week I was a little bit down, and I thought that I would never lose the weight, and I started watching all these inspirational like videos and things of people that have really lost a lot of weight. And I'm thinking, if somebody who's as big as that, somebody who's almost 700 pounds can lose weight, why can't I? And I thought, okay, let's start all over again. So I changed the times that I would go to the gym. I started going to the gym at night where there was nobody. So that would give me a chance to kind of like look at the machines, see what I needed to do. And I started on the treadmill. I started walking, like just brisk walking, and I sped it up a little bit. But I was walking for like, I think the first few times I was doing 15 minutes of walking. And once it hit 15 minutes, I'm like, I'm done. I'd go on the bike and I would push for like 5 minutes and I'm like, I'm done. Then the cross trainer, yeah, that's a bitch, right? And the cross trainer, I was like, okay, let me do the cross trainer. And I was on it for like 5 minutes. And I was like, Timale, let's go home. You're done. You've done the gym. It's more than you do on a normal day. Let's go. I did that, you know, religiously for a week, including the intermittent fasting with no carbs whatsoever, loads of water. By the end of the week, I was pushing to about 20 minutes on the treadmill and about 10 minutes, like I'd increased by 5 minutes on each machine. But I wasn't doing anything extraordinary, like anything amazing. So, and I thought, let me weigh myself. That was like almost a month. And I thought, let me weigh myself, because the last time I weighed myself was like 3 weeks previously. And I said, let me weigh myself, see if anything is happening with what I'm doing. This is the magic. I cut out carbs. I ate more vegetables, you know, and I stuck to it, drank more water. And I did really light exercise, like the first month, I'm not going to lie. And from 128 kgs, I went down to 119. I was mind blown.
Good. Hey.
So, if I really push myself, I can lose more. So now I had this target. I was like, shit, I've lost almost 10 kgs in a month. That's amazing, you know? And I thought, okay, Timale, let's push this. So instead of doing 8 hours of eating, I did 6 hours of eating and 18 hours of fasting. And ate more vegetables and fruit, soups, and fish, and occasionally chicken. No beef, no pork. This was me completely like cutting things out. I completely cut shit out, right? So I did that, and I went hard at the gym because I wasn't doing anything. So I thought, let me at least go 3 times a week. But in those 3 times a week, and I could feel I was getting fitter. I could feel I could do things that I couldn't do like a week or 2 weeks ago. And religiously, I did go to the gym. Up until, obviously, when you start losing weight, you start thinking of how can I just shift it real quick. So I started doing my research, like, is cardio enough? No, it wasn't. I had to lift weights. Right? Because apparently cardio, you just lose the fat, you just slim down, but you don't build a muscle. and building muscle is important, and it's tightening the skin, because I was really big and I was scared to being that woman when, you know, those fat people that lost weight and then they've got that extra skin. No offense, I didn't want to do that because I can't afford like surgery, so I wasn't about to, you know, be that woman. And I thought I have to tighten up all this shit that's getting, because my skin was starting to kind of start going flabby, and it happened real quick. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna do an hour of cardio, like 20 minutes on each cardio machine. Hook or crook, do it. Like, even if I feel like I'm about to pass out, do it. And then I'll spend like 40 minutes on, you know, strength training and weights. I didn't even know that women could do weights until I watched videos on YouTube, because every time you go to the gym, there's a section for men where they're just lifting stuff, and you think, okay, that's not my place, but it is. And things that I never thought I could do. It was just determination. After 2 weeks, I cut it down. I started doing 20 hours of fasting. And the more I fasted, the less hungrier I became. Like, when my window actually opened, I couldn't eat what I thought I could eat. Like, I would eat like a couple of spoonfuls of this and a couple of spoonfuls of that. And on a weekend, I can treat myself with some alcohol, a glass of wine, you know, cake or whatever. It wasn't really going to change nothing. But I was just amazed at how changing little things in your diet make the biggest difference. And the biggest difference that I saw, like, I cannot believe it. The biggest difference that I saw was my stomach, my belly. Within the first month, just the first month of intermittent fasting, like, look it up, research the health benefits and everything. I can't say it because I'll get everything mixed up, but trust me, my belly was like here. It just was going down. Like, my belly was going. Right now, I can see the kitty cat. Like, I can see it. Like, I can sit down and look at it. Like, well, not look at it, but you know, it's before my belly was just covering. It was, I'm just amazed. I still have a belly, you know, but compared to the way it was, and I look at pictures now and I'm like, how did I get myself to that point? And, you know, no offense, you know, but I did enjoy being a big girl. I did love being a big girl. Like, I was very confident, but I didn't realize what I was doing to myself. And I'm still a big girl, don't get me wrong, but I'm happier. Like, I feel healthier, I feel fitter, I feel stronger, and it's a different frame of mind. What I've gone through has made me, you know, believe that I can do anything. Like, that's the state of mind that I'm in right now. Like, I can literally do anything. If I could lose that weight, if I could do that, then I could literally do anything, because there's no way nobody could tell me I can't eat. Running? Like, what? Gym? No way. These are things that were it was just not me, like a completely different world too. So for me to be in this place right now is amazing. Like, I can actually go in a shop and just say I want that one and get it. Like, I can get that one and put it on and fit. It's mind-blowing. It is. It's mind-blowing. I don't even have a lot of old pictures, full body pictures, because I wasn't happy with my stomach. Like, my stomach was always something that I was just like, you know, I'll do my best to wear clothes that covered me up and wear those spandex thingy-mabobs. But now I can't be bothered with the spandex. I know I don't have a flat belly or anything, but I'm past that. Like, I don't really care. And that's what was amazing to me, how my stomach went, because that was one thing I thought would never go, and it did. And my body just built itself into something. I can't believe it. Like, literally managed to go to my friend's wedding in July because I was working towards that. She got married, and obviously I was on holiday, and I ate and I drank everything. I came back a bit lazy and I slacked, but I have still managed to keep the weight off. Like, I've literally hit a plateau. At the moment I'm on 98 kgs. Like, I'm on 98 kgs. It hasn't changed, you know, since I came from the wedding. And it's not like I'm making a major effort to keep the weight off or put it on or whatever. No, I think because of the lifestyle, I'm just used to it now. I'm used to intermittent fasting. It's not even something that I think about. I just know that I can't eat before 12. Like, I literally can't eat before 12. Like, give me food, I can't eat it. Sometimes I stretch it to 2 o'clock. That's when I have my first meal. And if it's my first meal, it's something really small, just to get my gut into it. And then I drink water. I'm actually drinking coffee with no milk, no sugar. It's not that bad. It really isn't. It's just you have to recondition your state of mind, recondition your taste buds, get them used to certain things. And I'm okay. Like, I actually, food does not control my life at the moment. Like, food is something I just eat for nutrition, you know. Even when I'm cooking, it's just help, because I got so used to the vegetables. Like, I can eat a whole bunch of different greens, vegetables, and I love fish. I figured out so many different ways of making fish. So, and chicken. But don't get me wrong, like, on a weekend or a day that I just feel like, you know, I want to have some sadza and some whatever, I'll have it. I bake chocolate cake, I eat chocolate cake, and it doesn't really hinder my weight loss or weight gain. But what I've noticed about myself is when I eat carbs, that's what sits on my stomach the most. And when I, you know, reduce my carb intake, then my stomach kind of just, you know, settles back in. So it's something that I've noticed about myself. Sugar does not really affect me that much. It's more the carbs, but everybody's different. I'm just talking about what I have been through and what I've experienced. Everybody will experience this completely different. But if you have questions, I don't know if I've answered everything, but if you have questions, you know, about what I used to eat, how I used to cook it, let me know. I'm really excited about the progress that I've made, and I'll keep pushing, but I'm not trying to lose any more weight. I'm happy. But if anybody has questions on how I did it and what I used to eat and everything, just, you know, recipes, how to start it, and I'll just give you, according to my experiences, how I did it. You know, you always find a way that will work for you. So, you know, thank you everybody for watching. I'm excited. Look who we've got here. That's my niece. And that's my boy. Yes, my son. What's your name?
Kayla.
And what's your name?
My name is Deante, and I'm just like my mom, but not makeup in.
Just like his mom, but no makeup in.
Yeah.
Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye.